So I just want you to make sure that when you make good money, you put it in its proper place. Money is good to have, but if you could exchange a great marriage and a great relationship with your kids and only make 50 grand versus being a billionaire, but can't nobody stand you, you'd probably go for the 50 grand and have a healthy family. Does that make sense? And you be healthy. Amen. That's the highest level of success is when you get through all your hurt and your pain and you become whole. Because here's the deal. If you make money, you can teach me that. But if you're not whole, you can't lead me. No, you gotta hear what I'm saying. It doesn't make us bad people. If you were 3, ain't nobody tripping. If you were 4, ain't nobody tripping. But the world would not follow the 21-year-old Eric Thomas. Let me just be clear on that. The world ain't about to follow the 21-year-old Eric. My wife wasn't even following me. My wife left. My wife wasn't even feeling me and what I was doing. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Nobody would follow the 26-year-old Eric. I was still a work in progress. But you will follow the 49-year-old Eric. Why? Because in many areas, I'm further along the road than you are. I'm not better than you, but I've made a commitment to be wealthier earlier than you. I started I peeped game early. I saw people with money and was like, oh, it ain't that. I'm like, whoa, money must not be the thing then, because it seemed like folks with money doing some dumb stuff. So let's go over it real quick. I want to make it clear. Wealth is an abundance of something. Is that clear? It means you got so much stuff, you ain't even gotta say you got it. That's how you really know you rich. Like you look at Bill Gates, he don't never had nothing on. You look at the rapper, my man just got some money. He got it all of it right there. He looking to get robbed. I'm like, bro, you just got robbed me all over you. In your mouth, on your you walking around, you got a bag, a Louis bag with millions of dollars in the Louis bag. That you're not whole. I'm not trying to be funny, but you on Instagram with all your money on the tape. You're not whole. I've seen some of these dudes in the mall. What up, ET? What up? We kicking it. I see them. They got 9, 10 people. When people see me on the block, they be like, "Yo, E, is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why you say that? Where's your entourage? I say it costs too much to have an entourage. It costs way too much, bro. I ain't trying to have 9. I'm grown. Like for real, I'm a whole. Like I used to trip on my father, and I had to get through that. But I'm a whole grown man. I do not need 6 grown men with me 24/7. I'm just being real. I'm married. I don't need 6 grown men around me and my wife at all times. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm cool on that. I don't need grown men, and I'm grateful for the men that are here who step up, but I don't need nobody to carry my bag. I don't have an inferiority complex. Matter of fact, when I'm with you and we on the road, I want them to think you the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Not I'm the #1 and you carrying my bags. I'm a grown man who's healthy. I don't need to make other young men feel bad about themselves to make myself feel good. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm whole. I'm healthy. So, are you telling me not to get a Maserati? I'm telling you, if you want one, get 2. I'm telling you, if you like to carry Louis bags, get 6. I'm telling you to be in abundance. As a matter of fact, I want you to have so many Louis bags you can give some out. I want you to be able to walk up to a group of kids who working hard and they can't, and you give it to them and say, yo, this is what can happen if you keep going. So I want you to have money. I'm just saying, don't act like money is a PhD. It's not. It is the easiest part of wealth that you can accumulate. That's the one you can get the easiest. So let's not focus on that one since that's the easiest one. Let's try to get to the top, which is whole. Because when you whole, you attract whole. And then you start, your ceiling is the next generation's floor. Your ceiling is the next generation's floor. My son called me the other day like, Dad, I'm with this wedding planner. I was like, Dad, how much she charge? He's like, $20,000. I was like, oh, his mom was like, look, I could just stop working for your dad for a couple weeks and just be your wedding planner. 20 grand? He's like, well, we got another one. She about 5'10". I'm saying, what a life. The fact that you got a wedding planner. When me and Dee put our wedding together 21 years later, we went to the courthouse first. 21 years later, we was doing it all by ourselves with the church family. You know the lady at the church who a wedding planner, but she ain't really a wedding planner? But she want to do weddings though? And she feel because she saw it on YouTube, she's sweet with it. That's who helped us with ours. My man 24 years old with a wedding planner. Like, unbelievable. I called my man 2-3 weeks ago. He was with Pop, the San Antonio Spurs. He in there with the coach chopping up. I was like, what's up, son? I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm sitting here with Pop right quick, son. Dad, he just showing me some stuff. I'm like, what? You with who? With Pop. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, call me back. Call me back then. You know what I'm saying? When you get a chance. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to interrupt that. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So when we are whole and we get over stuff and we get strong, then we pass that to the next generation and they get stronger and stronger. Does that make sense? So I'm on wealth, not money. But money is a part of, does that make sense? So if I was you, I wouldn't go for money because money don't necessarily mean, but I would go wealth because inside of wealth is, okay, I just want to take my time, make sure you're getting this. So while you chasing money, you might get money, but then you might have nothing else. Are you hearing me? I talked to a multi-millionaire this was about a month ago. I started coaching him in his marriage. My man said to me, yo, E, I don't know, bro. I said, you don't know what? He said, I don't know which one is more important, my career or my family. I was like, okay, cool. I ain't mad at you. I already knew what he was. He was a high D. I'm feeling my man. My man like, yo, E, my whole life, I got to go get this bread. I was like, cool, I ain't mad at you. First of all, how much you got to pay me? I want to know how serious to take this. You know what I'm saying? Because you just told me you got bread. So how much bread do you have? You just told me you got bread and you can make bread. So cool, how much you got? So he told me I probably got about 10,000. I was like, okay, cool, we could do something with that. All right, so I said, here's the deal. You don't have a problem with whatever. He said, okay, I do. I don't know which one. I said, no, I can help you in 30 seconds. He said, okay, which one? I said, okay, tell me something. If you made all that money, but you lost your wife and your child, could you make that money and be happy by yourself? He was like, absolutely not. I said, well, then you just answered the question.